Hey guys, so I'm back with my computer and today we are going to create a program which will blow your minds. So today we will make our computer talk and we will make our computer understand what we are saying. Okay, so we will use speech recognition as well as text to speech module, which is Python text to speech version 3 or extension 3. So we will use that. We will use speech recognition and 𝗣𝗚𝘆𝘶𝗵𝗆3 in this program, and we will learn how we can make our computer talk, and we will learn how we can make our computer recognize what we are saying. So we will do these two things, and after doing these two things in our further videos, we will learn how to create an advanced AI project. Okay, so we will work on advanced AI project, not advanced AI, you can say it will just be a chatbot. We cannot develop an AI, so we cannot go that deep. So we first of all, what we will do is we'll learn the basics. So this video is basic, so do not miss this video. And then after this video, in our next video, we will learn how we can create that project where we will learn how to create AI. So we will do that in our future videos. So in our next video, you can say. So now to do that, first what we need to do, we need to install two packages. But first of all, let us open Visual Studio Code, because here we do all the development stuff. Now here we have this project AI project. So I have this project, which is a new project I have created. Here I will create a file, let us say main.py. So this is my file here. Now let me first of all, okay, so this is my file here. Now let me make it full screen, and okay, so here we are. Now what we need to do is we need to install two packages. Okay, so we need those two packages. So for that, what I will do is I will open my PowerShell. So here I am in my PowerShell window. Okay, so let me increase the size. So here I have this PowerShell window. Now here I will install two packages. So let me clear it first. Now I will install pip install speech recognition. So we will install the speech recognition first. So as you can see, we have installed the speech recognition. The download has been started. So we will install the speech recognition, which will help our computer to recognize what user is saying. Then we will install our 𝗣𝗚𝘆𝘶𝗵𝗆3. So 𝗣𝗚𝘆𝘆𝘶𝗵𝗆3. So this will help our computer to talk. So whatever text we provide, our computer will speak that. Now with this, what we need to do is we need one more package. Okay, so we need that one more package. So we will download that. But first of all, let me show you what happens if we don't download that specific package. So we do need our PyAudio package, but currently we will not download that. So let me first of all import our 𝗣𝗚𝘆𝘶𝗵𝗆3. So here I am importing my 𝗣𝗚𝘆𝘶𝗵𝗆3, so which will help our computer to talk. Now for that, what we need to do is we need to create a variable where we will initialize this 𝗣𝗚𝘆𝘶𝗵𝗆3.init. So with this init, we are initializing our 𝗣𝗚𝘆𝘶𝗵𝗆3. Now what we will do is we will use our engine, and we will use our engine dot say. So we will use our engine and we will tell our 𝗣𝗚𝘆𝘶𝗵𝗆3 that please say something, and whatever we pass here, our computer will say that. So let us pass hello world. Okay, so we have hello world here, and then we have engine dot run and wait. So this engine dot run and wait will basically execute this code. Okay, so now with this, now let us run this.
Hello, world.
So as you can see, we get hello world. So you can listen that we get hello world here. So what happened here actually? So the thing which happened is our computer used this 𝗣𝗚𝘆𝘶𝗵𝗆3 module. Okay, so this 𝗣𝗚𝘆𝘆𝘶𝗵𝗆3 stands for Python text to speech extension 3 or version 3, you can say basically. So now what we did is we told our 𝗣𝗚𝘆𝘆𝘶𝗵𝗆3 that please say this text. Okay, so you can use which variable you want, you can use whatever you want, but I am consistent with this engine, because this is used in community. Okay, so that's why I used this. So you can, I'm not learning this code, I'm not remembering all this code, I'm just taking help of the documentation. So you can search over for 𝗣𝗚𝘆𝘶𝗵𝗆3 on Google Chrome and you will get all the documentation. So now we can also customize the voices. So I will create voices is equal to, or we can create voice. Okay, so voice is equal to get voices. So we use engine dot get voices. So get property, so we get property, the name of property is voices. Okay, so voices, then we get those voices, and then we use engine dot set property, and then we use voices, we set our voice property, and the property will be voices 1 dot id. So we can use 1 or 0 here. So we will use, let's say we will use voice here. So we will say set voice, not voices. So okay, so let me just use this quotes here, not semicolon, so quotes. So now with that said, with that done, let us run the code again. So here we get voices is not defined, so we have voice here. So let me just keep it voices. Okay, and we get this voices property here. Now let us rerun this
Hello,
code.
world.
And now as you can see, we get the same output in female voice. And why is that? Because we have two voices installed on this computer. I have two voices installed, or maybe there can be many voices. So what I can do is I can use a for loop. So I will iterate over this for loop. So for I in, let's say voices, what I will do is I will simply print those voices here. So I will print those voices, and let us comment this out for now. So why we are using this I here? Okay, so we are using slicing method. We are slicing this voices and we are accessing those elements. Okay, and we are getting the ID here. So we are passing that ID. So let us run it.
Hello,
And
world.
now as you can see, we get these voices which are there. So currently I have two voices. So this is first and this is second. So these are the voices which we have here. So what we can do is we can check this. Okay, so we have these two voices now. Now what we will do is if I will pass 0 here. Okay, so if I will pass 0, then
Hello, world.
as you can see we get the male voice. If I will pass 1 here, then you can see we get female voice.
Hello, world.
So as you can see we get these two voices, okay, based on different conditions. So that is something which we should use. So we can use that. Now let me increase the volume again so that you can hear that clearly. Okay, so now let me run it.
Hello, world.
Okay, so we have hello world said by our computer. Now we used our PyTTSX3 to make our computer to speak. Now you can explore those properties like rate, which is the speaking speed. Then you can explore volume and all those things. So you can tune with that, you can play with those settings. Now with that said, let me just delete this code. Now we will go, or we will start with our speech recognition. And here let me import the speech recognition. So I will import the speech recognition as SR. Why I am doing it as SR? Why I am importing the speech recognition as SR? Because whenever I use the speech recognition and all those methods, I don't want to write this like this, speech recognition dot something. Okay, so I don't want to do like that. What I want to do is I should keep my code clean. So that's why I will use sr dot, I can do anything that I want. So sr dot, let's say recognizer, so I can do that. Let us store this sr dot recognizer in this R. So let's make R as instance of this recognizer class. Then what we will do is we will open, so we will use with microphone. So with R dot, so with sr dot microphone. Okay, so with sr dot microphone as source. So we will take this as source, we will take our microphone as source, and then what we will do is we will store, or we will use our R dot listen. So we will use this R dot listen. So we will make our computer to listen to this source. Okay, and then we will store it in this audio. Okay, so you can find all this code on the official documentation of speech recognition. I am not I haven't remembered all this code, so I have just saw it from there. I understood what all those methods are doing and what everything is doing so far. So that's what you have to do, or you can check that directly from here. Okay, so you can see the code of this speech recognition module as well. Now with that we have the audio. Now what we will do is we will use our r. Okay, so we will use our r dot recognize, and here as you can see we have let me just expand this. So as you can see we have recognized Bing, we have recognized Google, we have recognized Google Cloud, we have Houd, IBM, Sphinx, Wit. So there are a lot of options to choose from, but currently I will go with Google because that's the best option we got. So we will go with this Google, and I will make this r dot recognize and Google, and I will pass this audio, so our computer will recognize this audio. Okay, so I think you are comfortable with all those concepts like classes. I think you are comfortable with this with as, then you are comfortable with this you can say methods and import statements and all, because I have covered everything in my Python programming playlist. If you haven't watched it yet, then you can find the link in the I button now, and you can also find the link in the description of that specific playlist. So with that said, now let us continue with this code. So here as you can see we can recognize our audio now, but what if our computer is not able, or what if Python is not able to understand what we are saying? What if there is an error or something? So in those cases we will use our try block. So we will use try, and we will store it in, let's say, command. Okay, so command is equal to this, and then we will use except the exception. Okay, so we will get the exception. Okay, except exception, okay, as e, or we can simply store this, we can simply use except here, and then except we will simply say, or we'll simply print like this, I can't get that. Okay, so let us take double quotes here. Okay, or we have to use escape sequences. So I cannot understand, or let us keep it simple, I cannot understand that. So we will take that, and then okay, so with that we will return the command. Okay, so now our computer should be okay, return. Okay, so now our computer should be able to understand what we are saying. So we are returning the command here. So here we will return this command. Okay, so is there any problem? So we will return this command. Okay, so let us simply keep this here. Okay, or we can simply use the command here. So we can simply print that command as well. So we will print this command, because that's not a function, so we cannot return. Okay, so a very silly mistake was there. So it is not a function basically, so we cannot return anything. So I thought that was a function because those things are indented, but then I saw this with, and then I understood that this is not a function. Okay, so there is no problem at all. So here we have this print command. Okay, so we are printing the command right now, no problem at all. Now what we need to do is there is one more thing which we need to do, and that is whenever we use our computer, whenever we use this code, whenever we run this code, what will happen is immediately our computer will start to recognize or start to listen. What we need to do is we need some label that will tell us that our computer is listening or not. So let me run this code first. Okay, so here we have return here, so return outside a function. So I think I haven't saved my code, so let us save it and let us run this again. Okay, so we get an error. So as you can see we have this 𝝅audio cannot find. Okay, so it cannot find this 𝝅audio which I told you. So that was the error. I thought it will come in the 𝝅TTSX3 as well, but it comes in this speech recognition. So no problem at all. So we will solve that error quickly. So simply open your browser, simply head over to unofficial Python binaries and go there. Simply click on the link. So as you can see we have this link here. Simply click here, then simply press Ctrl F, and then simply write 𝝅audio. Okay, so we want to download that 𝝅audio package, so simply click on this 𝝅audio. Now you can download the 𝝅audio package for your supported version. So how will you know that which Python version you are running? So simply open cmd or command prompt and simply write Python here. So write Python, and as you can see I am running Python 64-bit. Okay, I am running Python 3.10 64-bit version. So what I will do is I will download Python 310, okay, so 3.10 64-bit version. So I will download this file. Simply click on that file to download it. So as you can see, we have downloaded this file now. Now simply close your browser, head over to the download section where you have downloaded that specific file. So as you can see, we have this file here. Now simply open your terminal. So you can open your terminal here. So let me open the CMD here. So I will open the CMD here. And then what we need to do is we need to install this 𝗨audio. So what we will do is we will install 𝗨audio with pip. So we will use pip install, and then we will take this file, simply drag and drop it, or you can type that whole path there as well if you want. So with that, we should be able to install that file. So simply press enter, and as you can see, we have successfully installed this 𝗨audio. Now we do have 𝗨audio on our computer, which is installed now. So now simply open your Visual Studio Code again, and we will try to run our code again. So this time we don't get an error, and as you can see, our computer is listening. So as you can see, we get this time we don't get an error, which was something that I said. Okay, so our computer is now able to recognize what we are saying. Now what we need to do is we will simply add a print statement like speak. Okay, so speak or something like listen, you can add anything. So let's add listening. Okay, so now we get a nice label. So let us add listening. Okay, so dot dot dot. Okay, so now we get this. Now let us run our code. Hey there, nice to meet you. So as you can see, we get hey there, nice to meet you. Now what we need to do, one more thing that we need to do is we will print this command in some different way. Okay, so we will print this command like that. What we will do is we will use user said. Okay, so user said and then the command followed by the user said text. So simply save it and run this code. And now, hey there, nice to meet you. Okay, so now we get this friendly label like user said, and then we get this beautiful text like hey there, nice to meet you here. Now this was the prerequisites which we need for the our project, for our next project, which will be an AI project. So these are the prerequisites. You need to complete this video, you need to watch this video, and then you can go further and watch the video where we will be creating an AI or chatbot program, you can say. So we will talk something to it and it will reply back. So we will do that in our next video. So stay connected with me for that video. If you like my videos, please do subscribe and please comment, please like my videos. So thank you for watching this video guys, and I will see you in the next video.